Hey, coming to the room, coming to the room. So listen, give me 10 minutes of your time because today is Make It Happen Monday. We're talking about the word of the month. And because it's February, we are talking about the first February in the first Monday in February. We're talking about the word elevate. All right. So last month we talked about manifestation and we talked about how do we cultivate and manifest the things that we want in our worlds and our lives in order to be great and to be better. This month we are talking about elevate, the word elevate. And I just want to plant some seeds. We're not going to go too deep because it's the first week, first official Monday in February. So we're not going to go too deep. But I did place the definition of the word elevate inside of the description. So I want to make sure that you are aware of what that is and what that looks like. So let me read it to you really quickly so that you understand why we spending a whole month on the word elevate, right? Elevate. It's a verb. That means there's some action. Okay, verbs means there's some movement, in case you didn't understand what that means. And I wanted to reiterate that because sometimes we want things to happen without the movement. We want things to just automatically just move because we wish it and we pray for it to be, right? But we need to create some movement in order to get to the goals that we have in our worlds, whether that's for your business, whether that's for your family, whether that's for yourself, whether that's for the world around you, whatever you want to be different, there's got to be some movement. Okay, honey bunches of oats. So I just wanted to reiterate the word elevate. Okay, it's not a wish, it's not a want, it's a verb. Okay, that means there's we're doing some stuff. All right, so elevate means to raise or lift something up to a higher position, right? To raise or to lift something up to a higher position. That's one definition. Another definition is to raise to a more important or impressive level. Let's say it again. To raise to a more important or impressive level, right? So nothing in the word elevate means that where you are right now in your space, in your being, in your world, has not been an elevation from another or a previous level. None of that. We're not saying any of that. What we're saying is that this world of elevating is continuous. It is a verb. There's some movement that happens. And once you get to a certain level, do we stop? Do we chill? Elevation, I think, is a continuum of where your original goals were. Because once you meet those goals, then we want to like reach the next one, right? So it's to raise or to lift to a higher position or to a more important or impressive position. Because once we get to that one level that we elevated to, do we want to be stagnant or do we want to continue to move? Let's talk about the word elevate and how we are going to take what we learned and what we talked about last month with Manifestation Mondays and how we're moving that manifestation into elevation, which is what we're talking about in the month of February. I jumped right into it. Let me introduce myself. I'm Paula Marie, aka the Ebony Biz Diva. I am a business coach. I am a visibility strategist. What I help you to do as a business coach is I help you to define the structure and also to elevate your visibility in three ways: through your imaging, through your video, and through your SEO keyword optimization. I work with small businesses who are converting to the online space or who are already in the online space and still needs some little assistance in elevating and manifesting those goals. And you can find me at any social media platform as the Ebony Business Diva. That's my tagline. That's who I am. That's who I be. And so you can find me, and you can also go to my website that's right underneath me. If you need to get in touch with me, then definitely make sure to make that happen. Make it happen, Captain. So let's talk about it. I got like 6 more minutes left. Let's talk about this word elevation because I'm planting seeds today for you. And if you're live, please give StreamYard your permission to use your name. Okay. Place your comments in the comment section so I'll know who you are. Let me know that you're there. And if you're hashtag replay, I definitely want you to type in hashtag replay so that I know that this gave you some love and some light. Because this is Monday and we're all about moving onward and promoting ourselves and projecting ourselves in a different direction that is going to be more fruitful. That's what the goal is. So last month we talked about manifestation. This month, the word of the month is elevation. So let's get into it. So when we're talking about elevation, we're talking about moving into a different level. We're talking about how do we move, how do we journey into a different level. And I want you to be clear that when that happens for you, it's going to shift. Like your world is going to change. Your world is going to rock. There's going to be some places where people are not going to like your elevation. I'm gonna need you to wrap your head around it, honey bunches of oats. I'm gonna need you to understand that it's gonna be some people that is not gonna like the elevation that you are on, and it's okay. It's okay. Because the people that are for you and that are with you, they're going to love your elevation. They're going to celebrate your elevation. They're going to ignite your elevation, right? They're going to tell the people and be your fan clubs for your elevation. And the ones that are not, I need you not to take that energy on. I'm going to need you to leave that on the sidewalk, step over it and keep it pushing. Because this is not the season for us to be reaching back for people who do not want to come. Ha! I'm not going to preach to y'all. Let me give y'all some nuggets to place on your soul this Monday to take with you into the week. And we're going to dig deeper into elevation in the upcoming Mondays to come. So, elevation. These are some of the best definitions of elevation. I want you to understand it. We're saying the same thing, but we're saying it in different ways. And sometimes you got to say some things in some different ways so that it can resonate into your soul, honey. So to move to a higher place or position from a lower one, right? That's number one, right? To raise to a higher moral or cultural or intellectual level. Here we go again. I'm telling you, this is where we start to kind of, so people going to drop off. So people are going to drop off because when you start to move in a different direction, everybody is not going to be ready to move with you. And it's okay because it only takes one, and you are the one. So your elevation is going to emotionally and psychologically and spiritually change you. You're going to go through some things as you elevate because you are rising maybe to a higher cultural, moral, or intellectual level. We see this all the time when we better ourselves with our education. You know, we want to stay true to the friends that we had when we were growing up. And I was talking to someone the other day actually, and he was saying, "Hey, there's some people that we grow up with, and they are our best. Like we like this, but I've grown, I've evolved, and we have absolutely nothing in common." It doesn't mean that there was anything wrong with the friendship or the relationship. It just means that the elevation that that person went through has taken them in a different journey, and this person did not get pulled along for the journey or did not jump along the ride for the journey. Now, let me tell you something about me, okay? Because I probably got three good friends. Okay, I mean, three good friends, okay? And let me tell you, when they elevate, I'm elevating with them. When they are moving, I'm moving with them. I'm sitting here with my hand out so that they can put their foot in my hand and I can help lift them up. And they're doing the same for me. So if I don't have those type of friends around me, if I don't have those type of people around me, surrounding me, helping me as I grow and become better and become stronger in this thing called life, then there's no space for you there. And it's okay. There's no energy behind it, no emotion. It's just how it goes. As we elevate, I need us to mentally take on the thought process that some people will be left behind. And that can be a painful thing for you because sometimes we just want to pull everybody with us, but everybody ain't ready. Okay. So let me tell you, another one is to raise, this is actually the same, to raise to a higher intellectual or moral level. Now, I want to clarify this because it doesn't mean that because we become more educated, that we're smarter, that we're better. We're not saying that. But the more doors you walk through, right, the more space between you and the person who's at the first door becomes. So you have to understand that as you rise in the ranks of your job and as you rise in the ranks towards your goals and your businesses, the people you hang with will be different. I have best friends that are always going to be my best friends. I told you I got about 3. Okay. I got about 3. I say that with pride in my heart because I'm okay with the 3 best friends that I have because I really don't have room in my space for more than 3, right? And I don't really have to explain too much to them because they already get me. They already know me, okay? They already know the level of crazy, okay, that I live on. So I don't have to explain too much to them. And they love me anyway in spite of and support my elevation. But as I'm elevating in my business, my circle is changing. The people that I'm speaking to, the people that I'm surrounding myself with, the people I'm spending the bulk of my time with, whether we're on the phone, whether we're doing lives, whether we're doing rooms, whether we're in meetings, let me tell you, my space is changing. It doesn't mean that I am any better than the people that I'm not spending time with. It means I'm elevating. It means I'm growing. I'm going in a different direction. Another definition of elevation is to increase the amount or intensity of, right? I told you it's a verb. There's some movement there, right? You got to do some things to elevate. That means that you've got to increase the intensity and the velocity in which you are moving. We cannot sit, hope, and pray. I'm going to say that again. We cannot sit, hope, and pray without movement. Faith without works is dead. I didn't say it. I'm just saying, that's what it says. You got to put some energy and some movement into it, right? To promote to a higher rank, because there's got to be some goals. Once we get to a certain level, it's got to be some goals, right? Like I always ask my clients, what are your goals? What is it that you're moving towards? What's your why, right? Okay, that's your why. What is your want because of your why, right? Okay, that's what you want. Okay, we did that. Now where do we want to go? Okay, you wanted to just what you want to make $1,000 even and clear every month. Okay, we did that. What are we doing now? 5,000 every month, free and clear. Okay, we did that. Okay. Oh, I want to go on vacations and I don't want my business to pull me in. Okay, let me give you some structure, some organization, some systems, some strategies for that. We did that. What's the next goal? What's the next thing? Right? And also understand elevation doesn't always look the same for everyone. Because for some of you, if you don't know my story, I literally quit my job, is it like 2 months ago? 2 months ago, quit my job. It was something I had planned. It was something I wanted. It was something that I worked for and I prayed for, and I figured that thing out, right? My elevation at that time was to leave something that was pulling me down, that was draining me, that was leaving the life out of my body and keeping me from living my best life and keeping me from generating the best work that I could do and the best services that I could deliver to my clients, from keeping me from building my own legacy, keeping me from traveling and doing the things that I want to do. I needed to elevate myself out of that bondage. That's my elevation. To some people, it doesn't look like elevation, but for me, it is because my spirit is free. My soul is happy. I'm telling you, peace and calm is all around me, in me, through me. I'm telling you. So your elevation looks like it to you, may not look like it to someone else. Please understand that everyone doesn't have the same definition of what elevation looks like. What is your elevation? What does it look like? I'm going to ask that question again. What is your elevation and what does it look like? That's what we're going to talk about. To promote to a higher rank, to elevate, to lift something up, to promote or to boost, right? To lift the spirits up. Then I just talked about I just told y'all about my spirit, my soul, right? What does it look like? To raise the pitch or volume of. Because sometimes some of you are too quiet. I'm going to say that and I'm going to take a sip. You're too quiet. You want to elevate, but no one knows who you are. You want to elevate, but no one knows what you do. I literally just got off a call with a client and I pointed that out to her. I said, I had to dig, I had to search too hard for you. The average person will not. They will go to the next. What are you hiding from? If your elevation looks like this, then people need to know that you are who you are in order to help lift, grow, build, and support you to that thing. You've got to raise your voice. You got to show up. You got to be present and accounted for, right? So listen, that's my little mic drop today on that word elevation. Baby, let me tell you, when it comes to, I'm looking to make sure I cleared everything that I wanted to clear. When you are talking about getting to your next level, whether that's for your family, for your business, for your job, for your life, what you want it to look like and feel like and smell like and just like all of that. When you are thinking about getting to that next level, there's got to be some clearing of the clutter so that you can become very focused on the goal to get there. If we want to elevate, what does it look like? And understand that how it looks to you, it won't look like that to everyone else. And because it won't look like that to everyone else, your circle may get smaller as you elevate. And it's okay. It's okay. So I want you to write down, I always got to give you some homework on Monday, right? Can't go through the next 7 days not working. I want you to write down, what does elevation look like for you? I'll tell you, before, I knew that in order for me to elevate to the status that I wanted and needed for my business, I had to leave my job. So I had to get to a place where I was putting things in place in order to make that happen. And how was my world going to change? And what did it look like? And how was I going to manifest those goals, right? What does it look like for you? Let us know. Write it down on a piece of paper. That's all I want you to do. I don't want you to plan a thing. I just want you to write that thing down. That's it. That's it and that's all. Write it down. Write it down. Because you cannot elevate to that level if you don't have clear vision of where it is that you are moving towards. I'm done. I done went over my 10 minutes. I got to go. But baby, it's February and the word of the month is elevate. And we are going to work on how to manifest the elevation that we're working on for 2022. It's your girl, Paula Marie, aka the Ebony Biz Diva. If you've got any questions, definitely click the link that is below me. Also, make sure you check the description. There's more information on there as well. And I want you to have an amazing Monday. And definitely write down your elevation goals for 2022. All right, I'm out. Peace. I won't make it easy.
for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh,